Remember, everybody, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Welcome, everybody, to Red's Ramblings. I have with me today Sylar Sun from over in Malaysia. Obviously, Sylar's a young kid over there. Extremely bright, though. He has, I think I'm just putting him on the spot right there. But he has a love of history, especially Chinese history. And he has his own podcast he's just started, waiting on episode 2 to drop so I can listen to it. Sylar, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
All right, guys, my name is Sylar, and I'm 26 years old from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the capital of Malaysia. And that's about it. I'm a guy.
I'm a guy.
Yeah.
So what do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
I've done quite a few different things. But my last occupation was internet marketing.
Internet marketing?
Yes. And
previously,
previously I've also done like film scoring, like writing music for films. Yeah, that's how I started. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's just one of the whole thing I do.
That's pretty damn cool. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty cool.
Maybe I should start with that next time.
Yeah. It's all good, man. So me and you have been talking for a good while now. You have a love of Chinese history and Chinese culture, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Because your family, your ancestors are from there originally, right?
Yes.
So tell people about the connection between Malaysia and China, because even as I woke up a little early to do some research myself, and there's a lot of comparisons, commonality, a lot merging of the Chinese culture with Malaysian culture and a whole bunch of other cultures as well. So tell people a little bit about the what brings China and Malaysia together.
Okay, so there were two historical incidents. One is during the Ming Dynasty, and during the Ming Dynasty, there's a politician. You can say he's a politician, or he's a eunuch from China. The emperor sent him to travel around the places in the world, and one of the stops that he passed by is Malaysia, Malacca specifically.
Okay.
So his name was Zheng He. Yeah, so he's a really powerful man back then. And so when he stopped by Malaysia, some of the Chinese from the ship just get off the ship and decided to live in Malaysia. And that's one part of history that how the Chinese get here in Malaysia. And the most recent one is during the British colonization in I think it's around 19th century. Our ancestors, that's which most of our ancestors traveled from China to work as a labor in Malaysia, to to harvest the rubber tree, or mine the tins. That's what our ancestors did, and worked as labor. It wasn't a very. The second one was a very dark history. So I heard a lot of sob stories from my great grandmothers. So that's how Chinese end up here in Malaysia.
Yes. And with your podcast, you're right now currently starting on basically describing the book The Art of War, correct?
I just did like chapter 1.
Yes.
So,
I liked it. Episode 1, I loved it. It was cool. Like I said, I'm waiting on episode 2 to drop, man.
Thank you.
So after you're done with the book, do you have any plans of what you're gonna hop on to next?
Yes, I am actually writing for another person, another great person from ancient China. Okay, and this is it's quite I can relate to him because this person, his name is Yan Ying, and it's not as well known, but he's well known for his height. He's a very short person in China, around 120 to 140 centimeters.
Okay,
extremely short. So historically, but he is an extremely established diplomat. Okay, so one short story is about he's being sent out by his emperor to meet another emperor from another country to build relationships.
Yeah.
So that the other country, the emperor decided to make fun of his height. So but in spite of his shortness, he somehow make it to his advantage, which is a very beautiful, very smart, skillful story to share, which I will be sharing on the podcast. Yeah.
And when do you think that's going to be? Like, how many more episodes do you think you have on for the Art of War?
Oh, I think Art of War at least 12 more episodes because there are 13 chapters.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you want to do a podcast, and specifically, what made you want to start with the Art of War?
Oh yeah, because I have had friends, from Western countries like USA, talk to me about Art of War, and they liked it a lot. So I feel like, hey, why not? I do because this is my own culture, and I realized I didn't read the whole book myself, and I'm quite embarrassed that sometimes I realized friends from USA, he actually knew much more than I did because he was working as a military many years ago. So he read the whole book back and forth many times, and then he can quote better than I did. And it's my own culture, so I feel a bit embarrassed. So I feel the responsibility. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I haven't read it. I heard about it numerous times, and like you said in your first episode, a lot of businessmen put it into practice, and definitely a lot of military generals, probably over history since it's been written, have read it and adapted it in ways as well. Very, very popular book for sure. Widely respected. And so since you've been in Malaysia, right? Born and raised in Malaysia.
Correct.
And I think I asked you about if you'd ever been to China.
I have. I have been to Beijing. And I walked around. Oh my God, that was a very cold experience because I think it was a winter time. Yeah. And I went there because my brother was attending like a management course in Tsinghua University. It's one of the very prominent university in Beijing. And I remember going to the Forbidden City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a very big place that I mean, there's like many layers of doors we have to walk into.
Yeah.
And it was like bone-chilling cold. My dad and I was like walking through doors by doors, and then halfway we said that, okay, let's turn back. It's too cold. Too damn cold.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of cold either. I like it. I like it a nice little like fall weather, like 70 degrees for us, which I don't know what that is in Celsius. Because I'm America, we're Fahrenheit, But yeah, like for me, and what made me even more intrigued to speak to you is since I was little, I've been in love with Chinese culture or just Asian cultures in general. Love Japan. Specifically when it comes to China, I love ancient Chinese culture. I remember distinctly watching some documentary on like History Channel or Discovery Channel. And it was about like all the inventions that came out of China way back in the day. And I remember watching it and I was like, yo, they came up with that? They came up with that? What? What? I remember that so vividly, like repeating crossbow. Everyone knows about, gunpowder and fireworks and all that. But the one that stuck out was the repeating crossbow. I was like, they came out essentially with a machine gun before guns were invented. That's cool. So ever since then, I've always been fascinated. And then like me and you spoke about the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I love that. Like I told you, I first got into that from the Dynasty Warriors video games.
Yeah, and I was quite surprised. You know.
Yeah. Oh man, Guan Yu's my dude, man. I love him. There's a flea market here in town that they have. I'm assuming it's a hand carved Guan Yu statue, but it's like $300, man. But it's tall. It's like 2 feet tall, and I want it so bad. And it's been there for years. I don't know if it's the same one that I remember as a kid, but I know it's been there forever, and I've wanted it forever. And yeah, he's just I mean, I don't know if you can see, I got my own little Guan Yu thing going on right here.
What you need is the weapon of Guan Yu, the big knife.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Exactly. I got my own little Guan Yu going on. So I've loved that. But I do want to get into some more Chinese things later. But you're from Malaysia, so I want to know a little bit more about Malaysia. I was looking into a few things beforehand, and I kind of like, I guess, I'm assuming all Asian countries, there's, even though you're like the third largest island, and you're one of the biggest economies in South Asia, there's a whole lot of different ethnic groups you guys have.
Yes,
a whole lot of different language. I think one of the articles I read said you have about 137 spoken languages. Now your main language, I don't know how accurate that is, and that could be like 20 people speak something. I have no idea. But your main language is Malay or Malaysian, right?
Yes.
So I'm assuming you speak Malaysian.
Yeah, bahasa Malay. Yes, that's the official language, and it's very, very similar, or basically it's equal to Indonesian, because it's a neighboring country. So when we speak with Indonesians, we can understand each other very well.
Yes.
Maybe some words has different meaning, but basically it's the same thing. So Malaysian and actually we speak two main languages, Malaysian and English.
Yes.
Yeah, because everybody here can speak English quite well as well. So these are the two main language you have to know if you live in Malaysia. And the others, like you're right, we are multiracial. We have, let me just go to my presentation. So, same time prepared it.
That's fine, man.
So this is a Malaysian flag.
Yes.
As you can see, it's very
similar.
Very similar somehow. Because I think we were colonized by, this is the last country that colonized us, is your country. So what I learned from primary school is there are 14 stripes here, and each stripes represent one state in Malaysia.
Okay.
So there are 14 states. And the yellow color represents the royalty. Like this is the color of the Royal Highness. And the rest I kind of forgot. So anyway, just move on. Okay. I'm not a bad Malaysian. Okay, so this is our country. So we always refer this to the left, the eastern side. Is it the eastern side? Yeah.
Okay.
No, the western side. We refer the western side as a sweet potato.
Sweet potato?
It looks kind of like a sweet potato.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
And then the eastern side, we refer it as a dog. As you can see, it's a
You said dog?
Right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got you.
Sheep's kind of like a head. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Sabah, Sarawak, which currently they are in deep trouble right now because of the COVID. Yeah. Because recently they had an election, and after the election, the number just climb up. Like,
yeah.
And then what's even worse is some people, like some reporters, they flew back from Sabah back to Malaysia, and they somehow the quarantine process wasn't done well, and then right now it's 600.
Yeah.
Over 600. Not the easy time. So wow. Yes, Malaysian food. Okay,
all right.
We have maybe I can't say the best food, but the most various kinds of food. Because of the multiracial factor.
Oh yeah.
So I just Google up some food right here. Malaysian food. Okay, you can see this screen right here. We have nasi lemak.
Say that one more time.
Nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak.
Yes.
Okay.
Close enough. So nasi means rice.
Okay.
Lemak, it means fat, but I don't know why it's called nasi fat rice. But so this is how it looks like. You can see some the rice in the middle, and
it looks like egg, rice, some beans, cucumber, and Was that a chicken, a fried chicken in the back, or a fried
Yeah,
bird?
sometimes they'll add a chicken, and
Yeah.
this one is quite important. This red paste is it's sambal. It has to go with nasi lemak. Without this sambal, it's not nasi lemak. It's just rice.
What is it? What does it come from?
Oh my god, you asked a good question. I just know how to eat it. I don't know where it comes from. But it's spicy and salty. It's really good.
Really
maybe,
good. Gotcha.
Maybe it comes from fish. Okay, maybe I hope I'm correct. Okay, and then we have okay, you can see this. We call this satay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that meat? Looks like meat.
Yes, it's meat.
Okay.
Sometimes it's chicken. Sometimes it's what's it? Muttons. Some is chicken. Some is muttons.
Okay.
And
yeah.
you dip into this peanut butter chili sauce. And
I love
with
peanut
some
butter.
onion. Yeah. But this is spicy peanut butter. So it's peanut butter on steroids.
Peanut butter on steroids. I like that.
Okay. Again, this is nasi lemak. And this is, this is good. This is Roti Chennai. Now, just now, the nasi lemak is from the Malay culture. Okay. This Roti Chennai is like basically some dough, fried dough with curry. Okay. So this is from the Indian culture, which is one of my favorite, especially when it comes with.
So does it have anything in it, or is it just fried dough?
It's okay. Roti Chennai, again, it has many versions. Okay.
Yes.
So Roti Chennai, it's kosong. It's empty. No, it's only a fried dough.
Yeah.
Is it fried? But it's a heated dough. Okay. And then with some curry. So you dip the dough into the curry and just eat it.
So it's like a Malaysian breadstick, essentially. Ish. Very loosely. Indian. Yes. Okay.
Okay, and this one in the middle, it's chao kway tiao. So it's fried noodles. It's from the Chinese culture. Char kway tiao. Okay.
Char kway tiao.
Oh, chao kway tiao. It's chao guo tiao. Sorry, chao guo tiao. It's a proper Chinese.
Is that shrimp? Looks like shrimp up there.
Yeah, shrimp and fried noodles and.
Okay.
Oh, it's delicious. Oh, so good, but also very unhealthy sometimes.
The best foods are unhealthy, man.
Yeah, man. Sadly, that's
right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's like the feel for the foods and some drinks. Do you have Milo over there in the States? Milo, Milo.
I've never heard of that.
Okay, I think it's a very salty. It's a very Asian kind of food. So this drink it's basically like chocolate, like hot chocolate, but and this is like a very sweet, a very sugary drink with chocolate. Okay. So this is we call it Milo dinosaur.
You call it what?
Milo dinosaur.
Milo dinosaur.
Yeah, basically it's you have a Milo already, and then you put extra Milo until that it cannot dilute into the water anymore. So it's like very, very, very sweet and very unhealthy. Yeah.
But you call it, that's Milo dinosaur. You're talking about like the old lizards from back in the day, dinosaur, right?
Yeah,
because
it's Milo. Basically, it's Milo on steroids. The drink on steroids.
Yeah. So I just love the word a dinosaur being used for that. That's just so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, so Malaysian, the obesity rate is quite high. It's thanks to this thing. Yeah, one of it. Okay, back to the slide. Okay, so have you heard of durian?
Oh yes, I have a coworker from Vietnam originally. So he's brought a lot of durian. He's brought legit durian. He's brought things made from durian. And then I have a previous episode with a lady. Shout out to Jenny from the Philippines. So yes, I know my durian.
Do you like durian? Have you tasted real durian? Do you like it?
It's unique. I can eat it. It's not something I would ever buy, but if it was given to me, I have no problem with it. Yes.
Rumor says there's only two kinds of person in the world. One, those who really like durian, and two, those who don't like durian.
I can believe that. Yes. One thing before you continue that I learned in looking up stuff about Malaysia is durian is considered the king of fruit, right?
Yes.
I had no idea about the queen of fruit, which is like mangosteen or
Mangosteen. Shanji.
yes. I had never heard of that one until I was looking up.
This one.
Yeah, that's so unique looking. That is so unique looking.
So every time we have durian, we usually eat this right after.
Okay.
Yeah,
What does that
because-
taste like?
Oh, this is a sweet sour.
Really? Okay.
Sweet sour. And why we have to eat this together with durian? Because durian is a very heaty
Yes.
food.
Yes.
We call it yang, like yin and yang. It's yang, and
Mhm.
this one is a very cold food. It's a
Yes.
yin food. So it balances out the durian.
Balances it out. Yes.
Alright,
Gotcha.
yeah. Well, I mean, at least that's what I heard from my parents. So
Gotcha.
maybe
Gotcha.
yeah. All right. What else? Okay, so I think that's it for food.
Okay.
Now, this is the traveling hotspots, traveling highlights.
All right.
So this is in Malacca.
Okay.
We call it the Dutch red houses.
Dutch red houses. Okay.
Yes, because Malacca was occupied by the Dutch back then.
Really?
And yeah, somehow they painted the whole place red.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it becomes a heritage. So even the UNESCO, really as a
Yeah,
heritage.
you guys have a lot of those. A lot of heritage sites.
Yeah, I think so. If I remember correctly, yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the Guchengmen. This is the old castle, also in Malacca. And
Okay.
this is where the war take place long time ago. So actually, it was quite huge, but it was a bomb.
Yeah.
It was like until this door is left. So this is what is left of the whole castle. Sadly.
Gotcha. That's still cool. Cannons and all. Yeah.
And this is this is in Penang, Pulau Penang, and it's one of the famous wall painting.
Yeah.
So a lot of it
I was reading that I can't remember exactly the name of the street, but there's like a street that's known for its wall art. Is that?
Yeah, this is
okay.
This is Instagram. This is in the Instagram spot, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, foreigners travel here to take this picture. And this is in Cameron Highlands.
Is that the tea fields and whatnot?
Yes, the tea field, correct. Oh, you've done your homework.
I've done a little bit, sir.
Yeah. So I think you'll like this place because it's quite high, like top of the mountain, and the temperature is more cold.
Okay. I mean, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been once or twice. I like it there. Besides tea, honey is quite well known there in Cameron Highlands.
Yeah.
Honey.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, and now this is another
okay.
Highland. Okay, we call this is the Gandhin Highland. Okay, basically all the casinos. It's right here. Casinos and hotel. And another thing it's famous for is ghost stories.
Oh, heck yeah. Do you know any?
Well, I've heard my friends had some experience. Well, basically okay. So one of my his nature of work, he has to travel around.
Okay.
So he and his colleague decided to take a place here in Genting. So they order like a twin bed, so two separate beds.
Yes.
Then so his friend is still like replying some messages before they sleep, and my friend is like ready to sleep. Right, he closed his eyes, take out his glasses, and just put on the blanket already.
Yeah.
And then he could feel the blanket being pulled down, and then he was thinking his friend was playing, his colleague was playing him, and he said, "Hey, don't play, I can't sleep." And then after he pulled back the blanket got pulled down again, and then he got really furious, like, "Dude, I need to wake up early tomorrow."
Yeah.
But then he saw his friend was like sitting on the bed far away.
Yeah.
Like, still texting. And then my friend was like looking at him, looking at his size, and said, "Okay, maybe we need to check out early tomorrow."
I love ghost stories. I love them. I think my wife has one attached to her, and I think she brought it to the house. So I think my house is haunted now because of her.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah. Yeah, like it seems to be a friendly ghost. But she would always talk about the house she grew up in had some strange things happen, right? She would tell, various ghost stories about that. And then when we got together and she moved in, I remember I think we were both in the bedroom and
Uh-huh.
it was nighttime and the living room light just turned on.
Uh-huh.
Nobody was around. No, we rarely ever turn on that light and it turned on.
Mhm.
Then there was a time we were laying in bed. It was probably 10 or 11 at night. And
Mhm.
we heard a very distinct, hey, come from the window. Now, I live on a 2-story house, so you're not going to be at my window without a ladder or something, right?
Mhm.
So we looked at each other. We both heard it. We both heard it say, hey. And we freaked out for a little bit. And
Mhm.
so I went downstairs. Maybe my son was awake, right?
Mhm.
Son was not awake. Family was fast asleep except for me and the wife in the bedroom.
Mhm.
So that happened. I had an interview kind of like me and you right now with a group of guys from Ireland, and we were
Mhm.
sharing ghost stories.
Mhm.
And as I'm telling the stories that I'm telling you now,
Mhm.
a picture frame dropped off the wall, which happens to be like a thing that shows that me and my wife got married, right?
Mhm.
And it happened while I was discussing the house ghost.
Mhm.
And if you watch the video, you can clearly see me look over in that direction, but then go
Mhm.
back because I have
Mhm.
headphones. So I didn't really know what happened. And after the interview was done, I went downstairs. And my wife was like, "Sweetie, when you were telling about our ghost, the
Mhm.
picture frames fell. No
Mhm.
one was around there,
Mhm.
right?" The latest one that happened
Mhm.
was everyone was asleep. It was like 2 something in the morning. My son, he's 6, says that he heard my voice. He heard me call out to him.
Mhm.
It was 2 in the morning. I was dead asleep, right? Everybody
Mhm.
was dead asleep. But when we woke up, his bedroom light was on and his night light was off. And he swears he heard me call his name.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm moving out at some point and getting a brand new house. But yeah.
Hey, you should get a feng shui master to check your new house when you
Okay.
move in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, it seems to be, if it is, it's friendly.
Mhm.
But once you wake up my child, that's kind of like crossing the line at that point, like,
Mhm.
hey, mess with me and the wife. That's cool. You start waking up my son at 2 in the morning.
Mhm.
But
Uh,
yeah.
In, in in Chinese culture, we say that the living humans, have three fires, two on the
Okay.
shoulders and one above the head.
Okay.
So, so if your emotional state is like fearful and frightened, the fire will diminish. Okay, but if your
Okay.
emotional state is like clear and courageous, the ghost wouldn't go close to you because your fire is stronger.
I've never heard of that. That is cool.
So
That is
when I see
cool.
you talking about your friendly ghost and you dare to talk about it even though some incidents happen
Yeah.
and I see that. Okay, that is a very good state. I think the
So I
ghost
got my
wouldn't.
fire.
Yeah, fire is strong,
Cool.
man.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that. I like that.
yeah.
Yeah, because like growing up, everyone hears ghost stories. They're all over everywhere around the world. I never experienced anything till I got with my wife. So I was 29 and I'm like, I'm at that age now, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
I never had that fearful experience as a kid like she did. So I'm not that whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like she
mhm,
had like crazy experiences where she like, I think I don't remember the exact story, but at her house growing up, one of them was bad enough that she slept in her car. Like she ran out of the house and slept in her car. I don't remember the exact details, but I've never had that. So like, hey, ghost, we like you. Cool. You keep doing your thing. Whatever.
mhm, mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's a very good mentality.
I
Uh,
think so.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. If it cross the line, then some actions must be taken.
Yeah, you start messing with my kid, we might have a problem.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah. So tell me a little bit more about this. You got this whole building here that's painted like a rainbow, basically.
Okay. I believe this is called a One World Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's one of the largest organization on Genting.
Okay.
And it's so I'm not sure, but okay, this hotel is connected to the casino somehow. So people will stay here, and gamble down here. And once they lose the money, a lot of stories about people hanging themselves in the hotel room here. Hence the ghost stories. Like,
okay.
Yeah. So this is the good side. I've been to one side of Genting where the whole building was like rusty and abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole building was like it used to be white and now it's an all brown color, like falling apart. And then when you live inside, open the tap water, the tap water was like blood color.
Color.
But it's actually the rust, not blood. So but it's freaking creepy, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I agree there. Is that like looks like a park, like a roller coaster down there on the bottom left?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's still working because I've never this is a tourism attraction picture. So right now it's all different.
It ain't doing nothing. Yeah. Gotcha.
All right. So this one is we call it the Batu Caves.
I'm about to say, Batu Caves. You have like a whole bunch of them built into limestone caves, a whole bunch of temples, and that's one of the entrances. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's majority, if not all, the temples are all Muslim temples, right? Islamic temples.
No, not all.
No. Okay, because I do remember that. Correct me if I'm wrong, like you guys have an official religion, which is Muslim. Is that correct?
Yes. Muslim is the national religion. Yeah.
But yes,
Malaysia is a Muslim country, but it's not. We are not. I mean, the Muslims here are not extreme. As what we heard.
And you guys have the other religions as well. Just you have an official national one.
Yes.
Okay.
So for me, my family was raised Buddhism, but we are not practicing it very religiously.
Yes.
And Indians, they have Hinduism.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think Hinduism is just one. They have many other kinds of
They have a lot. Yes.
Different gods as well.
Whole bunch.
But I mean, for me, the Buddhism here, like Buddhism is like if I actually like study and do my research, Buddhism is not a religion.
It's not.
So like what I do is just Buddha is a person. Never say himself as a god. But until my generation here, we have all this ancestors. We have to burn this candle thing. We have to pray to Buddha. We have to pray to different kind of gods as well. And then we call this Buddhism. And then so I feel like it's something that humans, we add some different
100%. 100%. Because if I remember right, my wife in her last semester or last year, she was in college and she did some religious studies, and one of them was a class on Buddhism. And that's when she told me as well. She told me it's not technically a religion in a sense. It's more like guidelines of how to live. But like you just said, people put in their own stuff over the years, because there is a, I guess, branch of Buddhism where the people believe it is a true religion, and they worship Buddha as a legit god or whatnot. Because very much she actually works with one or worked with a lady like that in the past who believed it was like strict and like truly adhered, I guess, to those teachings. But yeah, like I'm not religious at all. but I've always looked at Buddhism as one of the coolest, I guess, religions. You could say, mainly because if I recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, they kind of don't really believe necessarily in evil or bad. Is that correct? I think I remember reading that somewhere, that like you're not inherently bad or inherently evil, something like that.
I'm not sure. Not quite sure about if there's an exact
Yeah.
scripture that says this, but I kind of can agree to that.
Mhm,
It's like
mhm,
whatever that's like fear or greed are
mhm.
just a result of short-sightedness.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. You said short-sightedness.
Yes, as in
Okay.
that
Okay.
we get greedy because we focus on like what money or what this food
Yes.
can bring
Yes.
us, like the pleasures from the food last. But
Mhm.
we are not far-sighted enough to know that a lot of this kind of very delicious Malaysian food can can wreck our health, and we
Yeah.
will not have a very pleasant mid-age, right?
Mhm, mhm.
So yeah, it's all about balance.
Yes.
Once we have the far-sightedness and we know that, okay, I can enjoy my good food. The food is not evil. Okay,
Yes.
it's not understanding the what this desire of food can do to you. That's what causing all these problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
I got you. I understand. One quick question before we get more into the Batu Caves. Since I have this, like I said, I've always enjoyed reading about Buddhism and trying to, obviously, I might be wrong, or I seem to have been wrong in my understanding before, but would it be, I think the word is sacrilegious for me as a non-religious individual to
Mm.
have a statue of Buddha in my house? Would that be considered, like, if a legit Buddhist came in, would that be wrong to have since I don't practice?
I think it depends on who as well. Depends to whom.
Yes.
For me,
Yes.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I think it's cool that you guys like, oh, you guys have this interest in Eastern culture.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm,
maybe for
mm-hmm.
some people who are more
Yeah.
what do you call it? 保守.
Closed-minded.
Yeah, more close-minded.
I
They
got you.
will say that.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to, like, I don't want to upset anybody or anything like that, because I would love, eventually to have a Buddha statue somewhere in the house. Got to get my hands on that Guan Yu statue one day.
Yeah.
And
Some
yeah.
people actually pray to Guan Yu as well.
Really?
Yeah. What they
Wow.
they pray for, I think we call it pekte, means to well, I think you need the Guan Yu statue now, because pekte
Right?
means to scare off the bad things, including your
Okay.
friend.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
look
sure
into
how
that.
because your friend is a Western friend,
Mm-hmm,
most
mm-hmm.
probably, and Guan Yu is an Eastern figure. So
True.
I'm not sure
True.
if that's comfortable.
You might not be able to help me out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Not sure.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll look into that. So,
You never know.
Batu Caves. What do we got here?
Okay, so as you can see, this is a very giant statue, and
Yes.
this is actually a Hindu god.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, if I'm not wrong, I believe this could be Shiva,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, because Shiva is one of famous god. So this statue is quite large, as you can see, and then we have to walk up these stairs right here
Yes.
to go into the cave. And this is just the white cave,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another black cave on the other side, where if you
Okay.
go into it, it's completely pitch black.
Mm-hmm,
And,
mm-hmm.
and they keep it that way. They don't put any lights into it because they are like its own ecosystem inside, like different insects. So they don't want to disturb those bats and all the things. So if I go to the next slide, you can see this is the inside of Batu Cave.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is very this whole thing is nature, and they build an Indian cave, the Hindu cave inside here.
Yeah.
And I remember I when I was, it was a weekday, I just finished my work early, and I decided to just, why don't we just swing by into Batu Cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I walk all the stairs, and I see a lot of monkeys.
Yes. I
Harassing
remember reading
the
that.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've been there? You've been to Batu Caves?
No. But I remember reading about, having it being filled with monkeys, and
Yes.
if monkeys are anything like they are in Barbados. I had an interview with a guy from Barbados. They like to steal shiny things and anything that's left out. So I'm assuming the monkeys there might do the same thing, especially being a huge tourist attraction. Yeah, if you like leave things out, if you're probably taking a cell phone or selfie, I'm sure a monkey
Yes.
could just run out, snatch your phone. Oh yeah, yeah.
I've
Monkeys
seen
very
like
mischievous.
very actually monkeys here they are not afraid of humans at all.
Yeah.
There's one time a tour guide like this one I see it from with my real eye. Okay, so there's a tour guide and he was saying that, okay guys, keep your belongings like your sunglasses and your cap, yeah, protect it, don't let the monkey take it. And then the tour guide was wearing a cap and a sunglasses, and just when he finished the sentence,
Boom.
a monkey, boom, take it away. I was like, wait. Like perfect timing, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Love that. Yeah, caves are cool, man. I would love eventually if I ever go to Malaysia, definitely go see the Batu Caves because we have a few here in the States, mainly up in Tennessee. We have a fair amount of them. But yeah, I was looking at, and maybe the Batu Caves are in this area. You have the Sarawak Chamber. Is that part of the Batu Caves, or is that somewhere else?
Sarawak, it's at the other side of Malaysia. So
Okay.
Batu Caves is on the eastern side, no, the western side. You can see my mouse, right?
Yes.
And Sarawak is right here.
Right around there. Yeah.
So I think the cave is somewhere around here. I'm not quite sure. I might be wrong. But I think that cave is a hardcore cave. It's not a tourist cave.
Really?
So you have to hike it or some sort. It's
that's
more
cool.
challenging. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I can walk. I got legs.
I think you guys would love it. You would love it. You know.
Yes, I know I would for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Batu Caves, other Batu Caves is animals from Malaysia. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we have sea turtles and
yes.
If you dive into it, you can interact with the sea turtles close up. And okay. Do you know what animal is this?
That's an orangutan, right?
Orangutan. No, because I mean, you guys have very interesting accent. You guys say the orangutan, but actually the proper Malay pronunciation is orangutan.
Orangutan.
Yes! Oh, you got it. On point. Because I always watch National Geography and all the narrators say orangutan. I was like, oh my god.
I've never heard orangutan, but I've always heard like orangutan, something like that. What's the little bull thing? I've never seen the bull cow thing. Yeah, what is that?
This is called tapir.
No, the top right.
Yeah,
the top right.
Oh, top right. Oh, this is a buffalo.
That's a buffalo?
Yeah, it's a buffalo. I think it's Malaysian buffalo.
I'm about to say, I ain't no American buffalo looks 100% different. That's okay.
Yeah, just like the humans are different, the animals are
very true.
Different.
Very, very true. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. How about this one? This tapir. Have you seen this?
I've seen it. I want to say I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to embarrass myself by being wrong. Does it start with a T?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Oh crap. It's like Tampere or Tam.
Very close.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Tapir.
Tapir.
Yeah, tapir.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
And this is very interesting animal by itself. In Chinese we call it. In Chinese we call it 四不像, means that it's doesn't look like four. Four as in it doesn't look like a deer. It doesn't look like a horse. It doesn't look like a pig. It doesn't look like an elephant. Okay. So we said four doesn't look like 四不像.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's just an organism by itself.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. Yeah. Then this is it's an elephant. We have elephants here.
Yeah. Very true. Yep.
Yeah. But that's it. That's the animals.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I see you have a white spot here. So now I'm wondering why you guys have your own tiger. You have a Malay tiger.
Oh yes, we do. My tigers.
Apparently, I read it's severely endangered though. Like one of the things said it had there's only 350 in the world, which is sad because tigers are cool.
because I think it's some animal trafficking. Some some guys like the skin of the tiger hanging as a rug or something. So yeah, it's a very magnificent animal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Tiger. And as of course, there's many other animals.
Yes.
But yeah,
you have your what did I read as well? You guys have a snake temple, which has a whole bunch of snakes somewhere, and you have a huge population of king cobras in Malaysia, apparently.
Oh, is it? I don't even know that.
Am I teaching you something?
Yeah, I learned something.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Sifu.
That thing is filled with snakes.
Apparently it's this place called Bayan Snake Temple in Bayan Lepas. Interesting. Wow. Yep. Wow, isn't it the most dangerous temple of all?
It would be for me. I mean, I love snakes. I love them, but that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, man. Look at that. Why would they pray to snakes though? Snake is. But actually, what I heard from my brother. We have imaginary dragons in the Chinese. Imaginary animal in the Chinese culture, and which is called a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, and my brother told me that the reason why we imagine out this animal of thin air is because it's a combination of all the animals that we fear the most.
Okay.
Yeah. So a snake that flies like an eagle. So
right.
Dragon,
yeah.
So imagine a big snake that can fly on the sky. It's freaking scary.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. If you're terrified of snakes and flying Asian dragon, woo, buddy. Yes.
So and we have a story about Chinese New Year. Let me see if I can find Chinese New Year.
Okay.
So this is like maybe like one type of the imaginary dragons.
Yes.
And we call it Nian.
Okay.
I heard the story when I was very young. And Nian is a creature that comes to a Chinese village to catch and eat a human being once a year. Okay?
All right.
So every year, every New Year, everybody was terrified of New Year because Nian will come and they eat a person. So, but one day, when Nian was like lunching on a woman, and the woman dropped a porcelain plate, and the plate, it breaks. Yeah. And then Nian was like, I'm irritated by the noise, And then they realized that, Nian was afraid of loud noise.
Yes.
And then and then they realized that when they painted the door red color, Nian wouldn't eat the person inside.
Okay.
So they realized, so Nian is afraid of red color and afraid of loud noises. Every Chinese New Year we have this firecrackers and red packets, and you can see this red lanterns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to scare off the Nian. So
I got you.
Yeah. So every Chinese New Year we can hear like people drumming, boom, 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 and then this lion dance will come out, and obviously it's like two persons inside,
Yes.
So doing tricks and stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. Festivals or whatnot are really, really cool.
Yeah. So this Chinese New Year, and so this is the red packets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So married couples would prepare this because they put money inside.
Okay.
And then they'll give it to young relatives who are not married yet.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
As a blessing, as a blessing that maybe I wish you have a successful career, or I wish you get married early, or get a son early, or something like that. And maybe some will say that relatives that like us, they'll put more money inside, and relatives that we don't they don't like us, they just put like 1 or 2 ringgit inside.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That was one thing I also looked at is your currency, your ringgit. You said.
Yes, ringgit.
Very colorful compared to like the U.S. dollar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like ours is just freaking green essentially. You guys have a variety of colors to yours.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, because we're not colorblind. No, I mean it's easier to differentiate, man. Like the USA, like the $1 bill and the $100 bill is like the same color. You know,
They're boring. I mean, we have newer ones that add like a shade of blue, but
oh,
yeah, blue. Okay, but like you guys
what
have
currency?
$20. I want to say it's a $20 bill. Yeah. But you guys have like an orange or a red colored one, right?
Yeah, that's 10 ringgit and 20 ringgit.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then,
see, we ain't got none of that.
Yeah. Yeah, just like our races and multiracial. The money is also multicolored. So
Yes, yeah. Ours, not so much. But that's cool. I like it.
Yeah, we have like this blue color for 50 ringgit and purple color for 100 ringgit.
All right.
And green color for 5 ringgit, which is going extinct right now because they're not printing it anymore.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it. And what else? Okay, so here let's talk about the zodiacs, Chinese zodiacs.
All right.
So I'm born in the year of 1994. So my zodiac is actually a dog.
I'm a horse.
You're a horse. Let me see.
1990.
1990. You're a horse. So you're a horse. Hello there. Somebody's wife is very happy. Anyway.
I hope so. Oh man, if that's yes. You better be.
We want to keep it PG rated, you know. So
hey, if you want, you can say whatever. I don't care. This is my show. You can do what you want, dude.
So there's some saying that, you know, directly across a person who is like, for me, I'm a dog, right?
Yes.
For me, whoever's born a dragon is destined to how to say, if they are around, a person who's born in a year of a dragon around me, my luck would suffer.
It would suffer?
Would suffer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for you, if a person who's born in a year of a rat get close by you, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortunes, but it's just a saying, and it's very easily solved, you know. So I think you just gotta Google feng shui, and maybe you say that maybe some of them will say that maybe you just wear a protection gauntlet or something, and then it will protect you from the harm from So that's a saying. Yeah. Tell zodiacs.
What about so I know if that's the case for the opposite being someone that's bad for you, kind of, what is it the people next to you that are supposedly bring good fortune? Is there something like that?
Yeah.
So pigs and roosters bring good fortune to you, and a goat and a snake would bring good fortune to me. Is that?
I think so. Okay. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, something like that. It has every year, every zodiac is inter-affected somehow.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got the right idea, basically.
Okay. Well, the reason I asked is because my wife, according to this, is a goat, and she's right next to me. So I was hoping I would be right on that. Yeah, my wife's a goat, so that's cool. Yeah. If I'm right, hopefully. At least she's not. Yeah, at least she's not a rat, so I'll be okay. I think I'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. So now you know you gotta appreciate your wife more.
Yes. Every day.
For me, I'm looking for my pig. Maybe.
You looking for a pig? What?
No, because you're not looking for the one next to you, right? So I might get it. Yeah. But my mom is a pig, so.
Okay.
Not weird at all.
No.
Yeah. So okay, let's see. Oh, and then this is every Chinese New Year. It is specifically Malaysian Chinese. We have this thing called a Lo Shang.
Okay.
So you can see like there are different types of veggies and nuts.
Yeah.
Some people will put some dried fish inside, and they will use the chopsticks to stir it.
Yeah.
And when we are stirring it, we'll say some blessings. It's like good health and more kids, good fortune, something like that. So that it's a tradition, It's a
Gotcha.
Yeah. So what else? And next one is okay, and then So usually when you have a drink, you guys say cheers, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, you clean the cup and say cheers. So every wedding, every wedding we have this tradition. I think it's also very specifically Malaysian Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
The way we cheer is the way we cheer is very long. We say like this, Yam sing, and then we would cheers the whole thing up.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What does that mean? Does that stand for something? I'm assuming.
It means cheers, a toast. Yeah.
Makes sense. Gotcha.
So I mean, there's a saying that because every wedding we do that. So the longer you can hold your breath means the better, the stronger you are.
I got you. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
So the groom every time, or the groom every time has to be the one to hold the longest.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, if he's the shortest, woo, that's a short wedding right there, man.
Yeah. No
man,
pressure.
Okay. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite interesting when I travel to China and we do this. They have no idea what this is. So it's specifically
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, what do you know what the orange liquid is? I'm assuming it's alcoholic.
Well, sometimes we just drink orange juice.
Hey, orange juice is good, dude. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it.
I believe it's alcohol. Maybe the color fix of this photo was a bit orange.
Could be, yeah. Could be a mimosa, which if I is orange juice and champagne.
Yeah, like
okay.
Orange flavored champagne.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, so another thing is okay. If I go back to these images, what do you realize? What do you realize? Like what thing is consistent? Like this one and this one.
In that one,
shape? Yeah. What shape?
I mean, okay. Well, since I saw the other one round, you got a round bowl, round glasses, round of people. Circles and round stuff.
Yeah. Our tables are almost all round.
Really?
If you go to a Chinese person's house in Malaysia, you can see our dining table everyone is round.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be a bit sacrilegious if you go to a Chinese house and the table is square.
Yeah.
Because
I guess is that for community to bring everybody together? Yes.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Everybody is fair. Everybody is taken care of. Because in a square table, like the person far away, it's on the corner.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, and usually, especially a rectangle, the two ends are like the most prominent people. Whereas if it's round, you're all equal. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's no middle. Everyone is in the middle. And you can see within the round table, there's another round thing. It's a rotating plate. So
Lazy Susan.
Oh yeah, lazy. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's how we eat. So for me, I'm in the younger generation. So every time I have to make sure the older generation, they get their food first.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean that's just respect.
So so I have to every time I have to watch clearly. They must take it. They have finish taking first, and then I can rotate the Susan.
I got you.
Yeah. So what else? Round and another round thing is related to this Mid-Autumn Festival.
Mid-Autumn Festival?
Yes, 中秋节. Correct. So during this Mid-Autumn Festival, we would have this food. It's called a mooncake.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then the kids would take lanterns out for a walk. Yeah. So the story behind this Mid-Autumn Festival is this. I forgot which dynasty, back in ancient China. One dynasty when this village they were dominated by the government, and they didn't like their government.
Yeah.
They decided to have a coup. But the thing is, the government was very paranoid as well. They did a very good job in their prevention, so that no meetings, no meetings, no informations. Whoever, if it catch you, passing notes of or having a small meeting by yourself,
Yeah.
die. Just decapitate you.
Yes. Yes.
So their technique was, they make this mooncake and they put some notes inside the mooncake and pass it around the house.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
inside the notes will say that, okay, this day, this time, when the moon is at
Yeah.
the highest and the brightest, that's the time we come out together and overthrow the government.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the origin of mooncake festival.
What is it made out of? What is that bundt cake made out of?
Well, that's a good question. I only know how to eat it. But, okay, so you see this middle, this orange part is egg yolk.
Egg yolk? Okay.
Yes, yolk. Sorry, and this this middle part, it's sometimes it's red beans.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love red bean stuff, man.
It's really good. And the outer layer, it's just dough. And
okay.
bake the dough. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love me some red bean stuff. Love it, love it, love it.
And you definitely like mooncake, man. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I've never had anything made out of red bean that I didn't like. Because one of my old jobs, his wife was South Korean. I want to say his wife was South Korean, and he brought some red bean stuff. And this was 7-8 years ago, and I remember it was like in a pastry type thing, right? And I remember he told me, like, oh, this is really good. It's really sweet. I'm like, it's a bean, dude. Like, beans are not sweet. What are you talking about? I was like, no, go ahead and try it. Whoa, that stuff is sweet. That stuff is good. It's like a dessert bean, man. It's a dessert bean, essentially. I love red bean.
Yeah. That's a moment that you discover your love for beans.
Right? Yeah, man. Love it. It's great.
And this is another festival. It's festival where we mourn for our past ancestors. Yeah. So nothing much here.
I do remember reading something about that, though. Yes.
Oh, what did you read about?
I remember it said something about like y'all. I think it's big in a lot of Asian cultures, though. The way you guys honor your dead is incredible. Like, definitely, it's more of like a ceremony than like other cultures. Definitely here in the States. Like, we go to a funeral, we say our goodbyes and whatnot, and then sometimes we never go there again. Occasionally, if we're thinking about that person, you might go visit their grave. But you guys, like, it's a regular type thing. You go and like say blessings to your ancestors and all that thing and all that kind of stuff. Isn't really a thing here, at least in the States, for sure. Definitely not really a thing.
Yeah, it is quite a important thing here. It's we gotta pick one day, in every year to visit our, our grandparents and our great grandparents.
Yeah.
So in Chinese we have a saying called 饮水思源, means when you drink the water, you have to think about the source of the water, where you come from.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a way for us to remember how our ancestors derived, what they taught us.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
I remember my grandmother. She was still alive. I can see her feet was very small. Yeah, and one of her pinky toe was missing because she came from a time where they think women with small feet are considered beautiful.
She's from the foot wrap era?
Yes, the foot wrap era. Yes, correct. She's from the foot wrap era. So
yeah.
So quite interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that, again, if this is it, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's good that that's done. They're not doing that anymore, right?
No, we are not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Obsolete.
I'm sure some people.
This?
Foot wrapping?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Asian cultures, man. I told you this.
Oh,
Love
okay.
Asian culture. And when I mean like their video, not videos, but there are pictures of it. And I do remember, yeah, when you read about it, it was considered like a height of beauty at the time.
Mm,
And it
yeah,
was essentially it was torture in my how
yeah.
I look at it. It's torture for them.
It's perversion,
Yeah,
torture.
it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it's one of those things that you have to, like you said, you have to look at with an open mind and not just being short sighted, because where today we look down upon it, like we know it wasn't right, we don't do it
Mm,
anymore. But if me or you were alive in those times, it would be just the life we had. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like it
correct.
was just another day for us, for our significant other. It would just be the way things are. So
Mhm,
it's one of those things that you have to realize that, yeah, it's good that we move past that, but
mhm,
you can't exactly look down on those people because that was just their life. That was the way they were. You know what I'm saying?
mhm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I heard a saying that if, let's say, if you kidnap a baby from this timeline and time travel back into their time and just
Yeah.
place him there, he would grow up in that environment, and that would seem like a norm to him, and he wouldn't say anything about it. But us growing up from this era, we feel like it is a perversion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
yeah, the environment does affect how our perspective as well.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
100%. Yes.
Mm, yeah, yeah. So okay, let's see. Let's check out. Okay. Well, so many festivals. Okay. Uh,
I think I've had something like this before.
oh, okay.
Yeah. The
Uh,
I'm not gonna attempt the name because it was from the guy I work with from Vietnam, so it's probably
oh,
definitely called something different than whatever this is. But it was wrapped in banana leaves and
okay.
steamed with a whole bunch of rice and some other stuff. That's all I remember.
Mm,
It was
yeah,
good
yeah.
though. It was sweet. It was pretty sweet. Yeah.
There are different versions. There are salty type and there's
Yes.
a sweet type as well. Yeah.
Hmm, hmm.
Oh, I it's quite interesting because I don't know Vietnam that much. I didn't know they have this as well.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That
Apparently so.
that's a good thing that you're doing this interview with different cultures. You
Hmm.
you would unintentionally discover that, oh, there are some connections between each.
Oh man, you have no idea how many
Yeah,
connections
man.
I've discovered. It has been a wild ride since I started this thing. It is so
Mhm.
cool. It is so cool. Yes.
And it sometimes makes me wonder, like for example, I know that uh, Malay mati means die, right?
Okay.
The word mati means die. But I remember when I was in New Zealand, Rotorua, and I learned some Maori terms.
Yeah.
And mati mati means the Adam's apple, the throat.
Mati Mati is the Adams.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, like, is it sheer coincidence, or is it like somehow it's back in history many years ago? It's related,
Yeah.
you know. And sometimes we have dragons in Chinese history, right?
Hmm, hmm.
And I remember like watching some documentary from National Geographic History Channel. There's like a big serpent-like god in another ancient culture,
Hmm,
like a
hmm.
Mayan culture of some sort, and it's very similar to our Chinese
Oh,
dragons.
are you talking Quetzalcoatl?
I, maybe I think I'm not quite
If I
sure.
remember right, some depictions of Quetzalcoatl were of some type of serpent, flying serpent. If I remember
Yeah.
correctly, I could be wrong though. But yes, I do know. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I think.
And it geographically is far apart. Back then,
Yes,
maybe so interesting.
very.
Yeah.
I think. I remember like over here at our History Channel, we have this show. You might have heard of it, definitely seen it. I'm sure the memes for the show are all over the world. Ancient Aliens. Yes,
That dude, yeah.
exactly. Um, and yeah, that they look at like pyramids from Mexico, Egypt, over in there in Asia as well, and they're like they're all like aliens. It's got to be aliens. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. Like I like the famous one or one that I remember a lot. It's like, well, maybe they just all learned around the same time how to stack blocks. It's like the perfect way to stack blocks is like that. Back
stable.
then.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look at this shape again. It's another pyramid.
It's a pyramid. Yes, aliens made that.
Aliens. Yeah. Yes, alien food. But actually, the story about this is also, I mean, what I heard, our versions doesn't involve aliens. It's because back in ancient China, there was a politician. He's a very loyal, very good virtued politician.
Yes.
And then he was advising the king, like you shouldn't, like, he was advising against the king because the king was making a bad decision. But the king didn't listen to him and just banished him. Okay, and his name was this person. His name was Qu Yuan.
Okay.
So, and his love and his longing for his country was so deep that he just committed suicide by jumping into the river. Okay. So after he jumped the river, the villagers discovered him. No, they didn't discover his body, but the villagers will say that in memory of him, we throw this kind of food, this rice, this pyramid rice, into the river, so that the fishes eat this rice instead of his body.
Okay. Yeah. I got you.
So that's a story. Yeah. So no aliens. And last, I think this is the last so many festivals. This is Chinese dumplings.
Okay.
Not dumplings. We call it tangyuan. Yeah, call it tangyuan. So basically, every end of the year in the winter solstice, we will eat this as a representative of maybe the end of the year that we are going to a new year. So that's the last festival, and this is another dessert. I believe you like this.
Oh yeah,
so you can see this.
Yeah.
What do you think this is? What do you think is this?
The thing inside, the little filling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming it's a type of fruit. That looks like the bottom one. The bottom looks maybe like raspberries, maybe.
I think this is also red beans as well.
Okay, red bean. Beans. All right.
This black one is black sesame. Yeah.
Is what?
Black sesame.
Black sesame. Okay.
Or sesame. Why does it black sesame? Oh, because we call it. Yeah, and sometimes we put peanut butter, and it's really good.
I love peanut butter.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I have.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's cool.
That's it. Yeah, man. Any questions, man? Q&A session.
One, I want to thank you for that. That was awesome. That was really, really cool. I appreciate you doing that. It kind of helped me out because, if I had known, I probably wouldn't have done much research, but I do like it. I definitely learned some things that I didn't know about before. So I absolutely appreciate that. So one of the things I was interested in when I looked into Malaysia myself, your government, your monarchy is a lot different than other monarchies. Explain that a little bit, because you guys elect your monarchies and then they rotate as well.
So our ruling system is similar to England. So they have the royalty, where they have no actual power and they have the government, the prime minister, where they have the ruling power. They have the decision-making power. So similar here, because I think we were colonized by them at one point.
Yes.
And so we have our prime minister, who is the person who holds the most of the deciding power, and we have the sultans. The sultans are like the king.
Okay.
Yeah, sultan, okay. Yeah. The sultans, they are royalties, obviously, and they are just like a representation of the fortune, the glorious of the country. So they rotate as in, because I think if I get it right, they only allowed like one highest sultan with the highest power each every quarter or something, every few years or every 1 year.
Yes.
So there are 13 states in Malaysia. So they will rotate the power. So 1 year it goes to Penang, and then the year it goes to Johor,
Mhm.
so that doesn't really affect much in terms of the political system, because they are not deciding anything. And talk about politics. Recently, Malaysia has one of the most interesting, it's even more interesting than the drama series. It's so cool.
Yeah.
That I kind of afraid that I'll get into trouble if I say too much.
Yeah, don't do that then. I don't want. I can't have that. I feel bad. No.
I can say a bit. I mean, it's no issue now because whatever happens, everyone already knows it. It's officially out in the news. So
Okay.
what I say here, it's I think it's old news. It's not
Okay.
conspiracy theory. Okay, but basically, do you know the movie The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
But did you know that every Malaysian sponsored that movie accidentally?
Hold up. Say that one more time.
Why do you say it again?
No. I think I know what you're talking about, but I think I was thinking at the time that you spoke, and I might be wrong. So say that one more time.
So every citizens in Malaysia, we sponsored the movie.
Yes.
But without words.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, man.
What is it? It's that fund. Right?
Yeah, man.
I do remember watching something of that controversy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's oh man.
Yeah. It's what's funny? The movie is about money laundering
and greed and everything.
Yeah, and then it's fun.
It's so
big.
that's I'm trying to remember what I was watching because it was like a documentary
on Netflix.
I think is it that one? Is it Evil Dirty Money?
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot. I love that show, and it pissed me off so much. Oh man, the shit people get away with because I don't want to get you in trouble either, and I don't want to get myself in trouble either. But that guy is still like on the run from you guys, right? Essentially.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything. You try Googling. No, try Googling now.
no problem. Yeah, like I said, I do not want to get you in trouble. So we'll just leave it at that. But I totally, yes, I forgot about that. That is so true. That is so true. That was a unique episode for sure.
Very cool. So at one point, our whole family, we don't watch. I mean, 2 years ago, where when the whole thing changes.
Yeah.
None of us watch TV anymore. None of us watch Netflix anymore because everyone was watching the news. Because the news is even more exciting than what's on TV.
Oh man, yeah, definitely. The way it's going over here, it's like you said, it's like a drama. It's just like some fictional story somebody wrote. Like, there's no way that's real, and then you're like, oh no,
yes,
so and so said that. Yes, I'm like, what the.
But you have something interesting going on your side as well.
Woo, buddy, do we?
Yeah, man.
We have something interesting. Yes, sir, we do.
Yeah.
What do you have a question for me about that?
I
ain't scared. I'll say something.
No, there's no questions because everything I can read everything on Reddit and but it's just a fun thing, I I eat and listen to your news at the same time. It's just
please don't do that. It's gonna hurt your brain, man. Don't do that. It'll rot your brain away. Listen to our news. Well, Sylar, man, I've enjoyed this. This has been really, really cool, really fun. Thank you a lot for coming on the show. I want to have you on again at some point, and especially once you get deeper into your podcast to talk more about Chinese culture, if you're okay with that.
Definitely.
Because it's hard. Like, I've had one Chinese episode before, but it was a lady who now lives in California. So I know for me to learn about Chinese culture is really difficult right now for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you seem to have a love for it as well. You have family history over there. So I'd love to have you on again a second time, speak more about Chinese culture. Everyone, look out for Sylar and his podcast. I don't remember what it's called. I know it's Art of War. So Sylar, you got the last word. Go ahead and tell people, if you want them to find your podcast, where to go, what it's called, and anything else you have coming up shortly.
I haven't have a name for my podcast yet, but currently I think the name would be called the Man of Culture podcast.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. I'm down for it. That's cool. Man of Culture podcast.
The meme, there's a meme of an anime person say, I see you're a man of culture as well. Have you seen that meme before?
I've heard that phrase. I don't think I've seen the meme, but the phrase is familiar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of inspired by that meme, and I kind of put that meme as my logo, perhaps. Yeah,
I like it. I like it, man. I like it. I mean, obviously, I do some culture stuff, so I'm 100% down for that. So again, thank you, Sylar, for coming on.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, it's been great. I feel this is going to be cool. Me and you going back and forth like this. Hopefully one day I'll travel to Malaysia. Me and the wife will go to Malaysia and you can show us around. I'm looking forward to that. Batu Caves, Sarawak Chamber, the Red Dutch buildings and all that kind of stuff. And my wife loved ghost stories. So if we can go to the Colorful Hotel, she would love that. She loves ghost stuff.
Wow.
So. Well, Sylar, man, I say that. Yeah.
I hope she won't run out of sleep in the car again.
No, I think she's going out of that. I think we'll be fine there. But man, I appreciate it, and you have yourself a good rest of your day over there, sir.
Yeah, rest of the night. I'm going to sleep.
I got you. All right. You have a good one, man. Appreciate it.
Peace, yo.